really major online player in the jewelry world, and Penny runs marketing for them. So let's talk a little bit about marketing. What's the most interesting thing you see out there right now and on the horizon with internet marketing?
Well, I think companies that are going to utilize social marketing, sort of using Facebook, using widgets, using things that essentially today people are not looking at. The first adopters using video, using reviews, like Bizarre Voice and companies like that. This is where the companies are going, because people, when they're buying today, they're looking to their friends to buy. They're not looking at what newspapers are saying as much as, I think the numbers are 80% of the people out there refer to their friends for advice. So I think using social networks, trying to get into and being careful to abide by the unwritten rules of social networks, learning them and then adopting, getting involved with them, and then using that to successfully market your product.
So does every social network have its own unwritten rules, or are there common unwritten rules that everybody should know before they do anything with social networking?
There are common written rules, unwritten rules, but some of them are more specific to the actual network. So common unwritten rules are don't spam the people, be as passionate, or hire someone as passionate as the people in the social network. Get involved. Don't just stand as a bystander. So let's say creating blogs, for instance. We have a successful blog, Sparkle Like the Stars. So what we've done is we've brought someone who's passionate about the topic we're talking about, which is Hollywood and jewelry. And we've got them to, first of all, spend 6 months just going and interacting with other blogs that talk about fashion and Hollywood. And then she launched her blog. So today we have about 30,000 unique visitors coming to our blog a day. Oh, wow. And we have comments and we have interaction, and that's where it's at, because the Google and content is what Google Juice is all about. So when you think about this, when you think about passion, involvement, Google Juice.
So how is Sparkle with the Stars, is that tied into ICE explicitly, or like how is ICE how do you say I'm going to set up a blog, talk about jewelry and the stars? How does ICE?
So what we've done is,
what's the relationship?
The relationship is very simple. We all know fashion and Hollywood are synonymous when you think about that. So I was thinking about what could I write about that is unique. So I took the concept of stars wearing jewelry. I got this young kid who loves jewelry, loves stars. They started to write about it. So she
is this on the ICE website?
No, this is totally separate. Sparkle Like the Stars, sponsored by ICE.com. Then what happens is she writes about, she saw Lindsay Lohan wearing this and this jewelry, and then she says, oh, and this is an example of the jewelry on ICE.com. Ah. So last year, Christmas in December, we did $150,000 worth of jewelry, cost nothing, no advertising cost, except for $15 a post that I pay this girl.
Wow.
And this is what I'm talking about. She's passionate. She comments on other blogs. Other people comment on her. And there's a whole discussion going on. And that's what using social networks, where people are going to communicate with one another, is all. It's what it's all about.
So you have your blog out there. Have you done anything else with like Facebook and widgets? Some of the things that you mentioned.
So for instance, we're now working with a company to create a widget, and the widget is going to be a countdown to your wedding. Okay, and as you go count, it's almost like one of those books that you buy, the wedding planners. Yep. But it's going to be a wedding planner online. It's going to count down to the wedding. It's going to count down to the wedding.
Also hit
key dates.
When you need to have your
flowers done. You need to have this. The guy needs this tuxedo. You need to
have your pattern picked out.
Exactly. Exact colors and watch the movie 27 Dresses. All those important key things.
My wife, my wife hates it when I use her as examples and things, but she was like totally stressing out about the color of flowers at our wedding. This was 21 years ago, and she's going, wait, there's all these things we had to decide. I go, like what? Well, the color of flowers at the wedding. I go, yellow. She goes, you didn't even think hard. And I go, okay, yellow. And she's like, going, no. And I go, well, what answer do you want me to give? I'll give you that answer, and then we'll be done.
But didn't you learn that as a lesson for the rest of your marriage? that you always have to think before you say anything? Like, they'll ask you, okay.
No, I never learned that.
You never learned
what
that.
I learned was my wife is going to want to strangle me for the next 21 years.
Oh, that's good. As long as you're still breathing, that's an important thing.
Well, good. So how was so you're Canadian?
I'm Canadian.
You know, we have an election down here in the United States.
We have one in Canada
and
too.
I was about to say you have one in Canada too. So for the people who haven't been following the election in Canada, has it been as interesting as the election here in the United States?
We're never going to be as interesting as
nobody from the Northwest Territory came out as a potential.
That's a good point. No, we're very conservative. We don't throw curveballs, and I think this
Canadians are not conservative.
No, they are. I mean, with our new government Harper, which we love, and I think you know, this left field that you guys have with Palin is unbelievable. I mean, the Republicans couldn't have done a more amazing thing.
So now, is that going to be on your blog? Is she now a celebrity? I mean, is she now a star?
She's a star. I mean, she's a PR. What did Lindsay Lohan call her? A PR smog or something? She really dissed her the other day.
So is she going to be in your blog?
God willing.
Okay, good
Yeah,
luck.
we have to talk about the First Lady jewelry.
There we go. or the second lady, I guess.
Second lady.
Well, she wouldn't even be the second. She'd be the vice president.
The vice president.
Yeah.
And I think my feeling is she'll be the president one day.
Huh? Well, I don't know. We'll have to see. Well, then we'll see who's the Prime Minister of Canada at the same time.
Definitely.
Great. So Pinny Gniwisch from ice.com. Thank you.